Hello friends, once again welcome to you. So yesterday only I have uploaded the video of the first poem, Song of the Open Road. I uploaded that video in English. So we have started making videos in English. If you want to search videos in Marathi, please go through the playlist. There are various options. When you will click on my name Chandrakant Thakre, again second time you should click on the same place, that is on my name, my photo is there. Then afterwards you will get few options, video, playlist. When you will click on the playlist, you will get the list of the playlist. There you can find 12th English videos in Marathi, in English, in Hindi. So you will get all the videos there. I have made many videos in Marathi. I hope you have watched this, and if you hadn't watched those videos yet, please go through the playlist and watch those videos. So whatever videos I have made in English, yesterday I made a Song of the Open Road. In Marathi also it is made, in appreciation is also made, and brainstorming has been also made. So if you want to watch, I will put the link below in the description box. So let us begin with the second poem, that is Indian Weavers. So this poem is written by Sarojini Naidu. So Sarojini Naidu is rightly called as Nightingale of India. So why she is called so? Because of her construction, because of the structure, because of her composition. She selects very beautiful words for writing her poetry. Secondly, the way she composed her line of the poem is so beautiful, so musical, that while reading we feel that we should sing that, or we should recite that poem, that line in a particular rhythm, and therefore she is called as Nightingale of India. So she is really very good at particular this point, and her poetry is also beautiful. Her poetry gives a true picture of Indian culture. Present poem also gives a true picture of Indian culture, and she has expressed her views about the Indian culture through the various activities of the weavers, and those activities are related with different things like stages of the life, parts of the day. Very beautifully she has done all these things. Let us see the poem. Weavers weaving at break of day. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of Halcyon wild, we weave the robes of newborn child. Now here we will see 3 stanzas. In every stanza there are 4 lines. If the stanza is of 4 lines, we call it quatrain. Quatrain means stanza of 4 lines. So there is a special structure she has in her mind while writing these 4 lines. In first stanza, she gives us information about the part of the day. What is the part of the day? Weavers weaving break of the day. Means at what time they are weaving, at what time they are performing their activities. So they are performing their activities at break of day. At break of day means the time when sun rises, the time when day breaks and the day begins. Means early in the morning she is talking about. So in second line, she asks question to the weavers who are performing their activities. Why do you weave a garment so gay? So whatever activity they are performing, whatever type of clothes they are weaving, she is asking after looking at them, why do you weave a garment so gay? The garment that they are weaving is a gay one, means it's very, very bright and colorful. So her question is, why those weavers are weaving so bright color garment, so bright color dress. So what is the color of that dress? Blue as the wing of a Halcyon wild. Now third line. In third line of every stanza, she is talking about the colors. She is talking about the birds, right? Here she is talking about a bird, Halcyon wild. Halcyon wild is a type of bird that belongs to the type of kingfisher. It is not exactly kingfisher, but Halcyon bird belongs to the species of kingfisher. It is not kingfisher, very, very similar to the kingfisher. So if you have seen kingfisher, And if you remember the colors of the feathers. It is very very bright blue colors are there, and exactly same color of the cloth poet sees, and she asks them, why you are weaving such a bright and blue color that we see on the feathers of Hessian bird. We view the robes of a newborn child. And in final line, these weavers answer. What they answer? They answer that they are weaving the robes of newborn child. Newborn child means recently, somewhere maybe a child has taken birth, and the family of that particular child, that infant, had given the order to them to weave the beautiful robe. Robe means a kind of dress, to view that robe for a child, and they were also happy. The word gay has different meanings. Gay means bright also, and gay means happy also. So they were very happy. Happily they were weaving the cloth. Happily they were weaving the robe, because there was a good news of the birth of the child. Now let us see the second stanza. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Why do you weave garments so bright? Like the plumes of peacock, purple and green, we view the marriage veils of queen. Now here also we have the almost similar kind of structure. In first line, again poetess, I will not say poetess, I will say poet. It is allowed. It is not necessary that if the poet of the poem is lady and we should say poetess. It is not necessary. In neutral language we can call poet. So I am going to say poet only. So the poet gives the part of the day in the beginning of the first line, in the first line of the second stanza. So weavers weaving at fall of night. Now at what time they are weaving? They are weaving at fall of night. Fall of night means actually which part? So after evening. After when we generally we have different parts of the day. Morning is there, afternoon is there, and afternoon there is evening. And when evening begins, it is nothing but the fall of the night. So she gives us the information that weavers are weaving at the fall of the night. So this is the very important time of our life also, because we begin our married life after at the age of mid-age, somewhere like that she might be thinking. And in western in southern states, generally marriages take place in the evening. And therefore that might be one more reason that she is talking about the fall of the night. So weavers weaving at fall of night. Why do you weave a garment so bright? So here also the poet asks to the readers again, why you are weaving the garments which are very bright. Now here also colors are mentioned. The question is asked in second line, as we have seen in the first stanza. Why do we weave a garment so gay? Was the second line of the first stanza. Here what is the second line of the second stanza? Why do you weave a garment so bright? Meaning is almost similar. Now the colors are different. Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. Now in first stanza she had mentioned the Hessian bird. Here she is mentioning peacock. Peacock has plumes, and that plumes have, there are many plumes on the feathers of the peacock, and on that plume there are two dominant colors. One is purple color and one is green color. They have very bright color, they have very beautiful color. Now the poet asks to the reader, why you are weaving such a bright dress of green and purple color, right? This is the very important question. We view the marriage veils of the queen. Now the answer, they say that they are weaving a marriage veil. Marriage veil is a special type of dress, special type of garment that is worn at the time of marriage, and they are mentioning one word, that is queen. Why they have mentioned the word queen? Was there a marriage of queen? Definitely not. Every girl looks like a queen at her marriage, and therefore they are talking, or they are mentioning this name queen. We view the marriage veils of the queen. So in this way, here the poet has mentioned the colors like purple and green. So these colors have special significance. In the first line we have blue color. Blue color symbolizes hope, and here the color peacock, purple and green, we have expectations, we have hopes. Here also we have hopes and expectations. So these colors have also specific symbols to be explored. We view the marriage bells of queen. So in this way we have seen almost everything about the two stanzas. Now the next important stanza, in that the poet begins with the line in which we will see the part of the day. And what is that line? Weavers weaving solemn and still. So do we find the time here, the part of the time? No. This is the line in which we see the mood, the temperament of the weavers. This is the stanza which does not begin with the way that the other stanzas have begun. So what here the poet has given? Weavers weaving solemn and still. Now how they are weaving? They are weaving solemn and still. Solemn means they are very serious. Still means they are very firm. They are not moving. No activities are there. Something bad news is there most probably. That's why they are very serious. They are very still. They are not moving. Very silently they are performing their activities. What do you view in the moonlight chill? Now second line is asking question. What she asked? What do you view in the moonlight chill? Here in the PDF might be question mark is missing. So question mark should be there. Let us see whether in book question mark is there or not. But dots are there, but their question mark should be there. What do you view in the moonlight chill? Now in the second line, instead of generally what the poet did, in second line she asked question, and she asked question and mentioned about the garment. But here she did not mention about the garment, she mentioned about the time and its significance. What she said, what she asked, what do you view in the moonlight chill? Now this is the time of night time, and it is there is a severe cold. The word chill shows that there is a severe cold and there is a moonlight. So all these things give us different types of imageries, different types of symbolism. Moonlight shows that it is night, chill says that it is cold. So somewhere all these things are related to the death. Death is the end of life, night is the end of day, chill. So after death the dead body becomes cold. Therefore the word chill is there. White as feather and white as cloud. Now this is very important thing. This is the stanza in which the poet has mentioned the color, but she has not mentioned the bird. In first two stanzas she has mentioned the bird, Hessian bird, peacock, but here she is only saying feathers. She is talking about cloud. Now why? We will get the answer. What is the answer? We view a dead man's funeral shroud. Dead man's funeral shroud. Yes, the news is sad. Somebody is dead, and for that dead body, for that last ceremony, they need a type of cloth which is in white color. Now that white color is compared with white as feather and white as cloud. Now can you imagine why she did not mention the name of bird here? Because the bird is dead. The dead body is there. Somebody is no more. So there is no meaning in mentioning a bird. Peacock, look at the peacock, so beautiful, very happy. At the time of marriage, the people also become happy like peacock. Hessian bird, it is a small bird, and we can compare that infant child with the Hessian bird. We can compare married couple with the peacock. But how can we compare any bird with the dead body? That's why the bird is not there. White as a feather and white as a cloud. So cloud, it moves in the sky. Feather, it also moves along with the air. So the element that kept the body alive now left the body, and it is just like a feather or cloud. It has roaming, maybe somewhere it has been disappeared. So white as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. So in this way, here the poem ends with the end of the day, the end of the life. Alright, hope so you understood the poem. Please subscribe the channel. If you subscribe the channel, nothing will happen. I never come to know who subscribes my channel. Your names are always means your names will not be seen by me here after subscriptions. So you don't worry about that. Your identity will be always your identity will never disclosed. Please subscribe the channel, like the video, share it and comment. Thank you.